Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and beautiful girl named Snow White. She had rosy cheeks, bright eyes, shiny black hair, and always wore a red bow in her hair. Every day, she worked hard in the castle garden, smiling and singing with the birds. But the evil queen, Snow White's stepmother, was very jealous. She had a magic mirror that told her who was the fairest in the land. One day, the mirror said, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen became angry and ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and never let her return. But the kind huntsman couldn't hurt her. He told her to run far away and never come back. Snow White ran deep into the dark forest, scared and alone. Strange shadows and glowing eyes surrounded her, but she kept going. At last, she sat on a log and cried. Soon, forest animals gathered around her. They were gentle and kind. They led her to a small cottage hidden among the trees. Snow White peeked inside and saw a tiny, messy home. She decided to clean it up with help from her animal friends. That evening, 7 little dwarfs came home from the diamond mine. They were surprised to find Snow White sleeping across their little beds. Snow White woke up and smiled kindly. The dwarfs were shy but happy. She told them her story, and they invited her to stay. Days passed happily. Snow White cooked, cleaned, and danced with the dwarfs. They sang songs and laughed together like a big family. But the evil queen had not forgotten her. In her dark lair, she made a wicked plan, a poisoned apple. She drank a magic potion and turned into an old peddler woman. Disguised, she went to the forest cottage with a basket of red apples. Snow White opened the door and saw the kind-looking old woman. The woman offered her the shiny apple. Snow White took a bite. And suddenly, she fell to the floor, fast asleep and lifeless. Dwarfs came home. They were heartbroken. They chased the evil queen into the stormy mountains. Lightning struck, and the queen was gone forever. The dwarfs placed Snow White in a glass coffin in the forest. They watched over her day and night, hoping she would wake. One day, a prince rode by and saw Snow White. He gently kissed her forehead with love. Magic sparkled in the air, and Snow White opened her eyes. The dwarfs cheered with joy and hugged her. Snow White smiled at the prince, her heart full of happiness. Soon after, the prince and Snow White rode away together. The dwarfs waved goodbye with teary eyes but happy hearts, and Snow White lived happily ever after in a bright, beautiful castle.